you're happy, but almost kind of confused, like, all right, which team are they? Surprised. I mean, look, this team was playing horribly. They were in a tailspin. And Guardians aren't a great team, but they're a good team. They were in second place coming into this series. And, you know, what reason did you have to believe that the Mariners were going to sweep? I mean, you were hoping for a series win. You're at home, but they're a below 500 team at home. So they hadn't really given you any reason to go into this series with a ton of confidence. But you come out of it with a series sweep, and you're happy, but almost kind of confused, like, all right, which team are they? I don't know which team the Mariners are. He was amazing. That's the best start of his career right there. 7 innings, no runs, 2 hits. He was phenomenal. And if you look at his game log, he's got 2 games that he blew up this year. In a combined 5 2/3 in those 2 games, he gave up 13 earned runs. His other 10 starts combined, he's given up 18 earned runs. So he's giving you a chance to win every time he toes the rubber. Sometimes he's not a guy that typically goes deep. You look at his game log, like I said, it'll be 5 2/3, 5 1/3, 6 innings a couple times. But outside of those 2 starts, it's always 3 runs or less. He's gonna give you a chance to win. He's gonna look more dominant than other times, but look at his game log from last year. Same guy, couple of blowups in between. Every single start is almost a quality start, and more importantly, keeping the team in the game and not letting it get out of hand. And, you know, seeing him do what he did, I think probably alleviates a little bit of the anxiety fans may feel with the absence of Bryce Miller, because Bryce is going to be out a minimum of 6 weeks, and we'll see if that even gets him in the right spot. But seeing Emerson Hancock do what he just did, I think makes you feel much more comfortable with that absence. I think it is. I think in terms of, I mean, he had that big power year, hit 19 home runs, but what he does every plate appearance, he's making that pitcher work. I always feel like at minimum, even if he strikes out, pops out, grounds out, whatever happens, that he's going to make that pitcher work, that he's going to see no less than 5 pitches. He's just a guy that makes the opposition work. So there's always a plus to his plate appearances. But now you see him consistently hitting the ball the other way. You see him with some pop here and there, or working a walk. The guy's an on-base machine. For the month of June, he's hitting 408 with a 508 on base for the month of June. Over the last month, he's hitting 330 with a 907 OPS. He's been phenomenal. And I don't even think it's a stretch to say, you know, game's on the line, you need a base hit. Who do you want in the box right now? Cal's been a home run machine, but he's also a guy that's got a lot of swing and miss. Julio still hasn't really found it. He's still not proven to be that guy in the most clutch moment. For me, it's an easy answer right now. It's J.P. Crawford. It's huge. I mean, he was your opening day starter. He was your best pitcher last year. You know, one of only a couple of pitchers that went over 200 innings. He's a horse. When he's right, he's giving your bullpen a break. He's dominant. He's, you know, I think everybody healthy 1 through 5, he's your best pitcher. Brian Wu, to me, close second. But yeah, I mean, he's just a guy that I think, now his first start back, I'm not going to expect him to go 7+ and, you know, shut out the opposition. He's capable, and that'd be great, but maybe it takes him a little time to ramp back up. But when he's healthy, he's a guy that keeps your team in the game, to say the very least, gives your bullpen a break. And he's a shutdown guy. I mean, he's an ace. He's a legit number 1. So getting that arm back in the rotation, and Hancock doing what we were just talking about, along with Luis Castillo and Kirby and everybody else back in there, it takes pressure off the offense. It takes pressure off the bullpen. It takes pressure off your offense. I just want to be looking at this team as buyers. You know, prior to this series, we were talking about, are we going to be approaching the trade deadline at the end of July going, who are they selling? Are they even going to be in a position to buy? So, yes, I hopefully that's the obvious. I want them to be in a position record-wise where they're right there, they're a game back, they're a game up, wherever they're at, but they're in a position where we're going, okay, you need help. For me, the priority, now that you're getting Logan back and everybody looks like they're going to be healthy, the priority is middle relief and get a bat or 2. I love that, you know, Rowdy Tellez has come up with some big home runs. He's not an every game guy that you count on. I'd love to see him find somebody at first base. If they can find, look, Ben Williamson's been great getting on base. He's not a producer, at least to this point. He's not a guy that does damage. He's done a great job. You look at his average and him getting on base as a rookie, it's been great, but you need more production out of your corner spots in your infield. So for me, if they're in a position to be buyers, I'm looking at middle relief and I'm looking at the corners.